So what is weak command then? What is weak command? Well, I mean, we have a lot of opinions on that. I think that going to an offensive fire with people trapped and having to stage your companies a block away while they wait to be told what to do is weak command. Anybody want that done for your family? Like, hey guys, fire department's coming. They're going to park 2 blocks away until the head honcho gets here, and then he'll tell everybody how to go save your baby. Right? I think that's weak. Playing Mother May I. Incident commander is getting task level. Right? I've seen videos, I've listened to fires, where you watch the incident commander, and where's the incident commander? They're at the front door pushing line in the front door. Right? Or they're at the front trying to land the ladder truck. All right, ladder 1, right here, come forward 2 more feet, turn it to the left, bring it right here. You know what I mean? If you have to do that kind of shit on the fire ground, you didn't do your job before the bell rang, right? And I think that's weak. Operating outside of your span of control, not knowing where your companies are, not having enough resources, not having a plan, making up shit as you go along, doing things different every single time you go to a fire is weak. It doesn't stop fires, it doesn't save people, and it puts your people at risk. But I want you to picture that you're asleep in your bed, it's 12:30 at night, the bells ring, the lights come on, and they're shouting out an address that's 1 mile away from your firehouse. That 1 mile is going to go real quick at 12:30 in the morning because there ain't no cars on the road. You're looking at a header and a glow in the sky, and communications is telling you 9 times on the way there that there are multiple children trapped in the building. What is that doing to that response? Like, are you not just beating on the ceiling? You know what I'm saying? Right? It is go time. And then you pull up, you have fire showing from 2 floors, and the burned grandmother rips you out of the fire truck and is pushing you towards the building, screaming that her grandchildren are in there. And that's what happened. What do you want to do when you pull up and you get out of that ladder truck? You want to go get them effing kids. Right? What don't you want to do? Wonder what people are going to do or tell anybody what to do. Right? You want your firefighter to get off the rig, with you both knowing where you're going, with the firefighter already having the right tools in her hand, meeting you at the door, and you know what the mission is. And you want the engine company to know what they're doing. And you want to know that they're coming in right behind you with a line. You know what I'm saying? And if you're the incident commander, what do you want to do? You want to know everybody knows where they're going. Everybody is filling their places. All the primary jobs are covered. All the tasks are going to happen. Right? We want to know in advance that we know what to do here. But again, so many fire departments are going to pull up at this fire, and what are they going to do? They're going to be staging. They're going to be asking people what to do. They're going to be trying to tell everybody, stretch a line, do a search, get a water supply, do ventilation, basic shit that we do at every fire. All while what? There's 2 kids trapped in there. And if those kids have a chance, how much time do they have? Not much. Not enough time for you to screw around in the front yard and act like this is the first time you've ever gone to a fire. We need to be executing. And that's what this is about, right? That's if you listen to those radio transmissions, right? Number 1, fire showing from 2 floors, reports of multiple kids trapped. In most departments, what's that radio transmission going to sound? What are those radios going to sound like? Ah! For like the first 10, 15 minutes. It's kind of what the radio is going to sound like, right? How did that sound? I mean, I'm a little partial because it's my department, but to me, it sounds like a drill at the burn building. You know what I mean? Does it sound like everybody there knows what they're doing? Does everybody understand their job? Right? Can you begin to get a picture of what people are doing? What is command doing there? At least in the part of the fire that we're listening to, is she commanding? Is she telling people what to do? No. What is she really doing? Organizing, facilitating, tracking. The guys know what to do. Right? The engine officer knows where to take their line. He knows where he needs to go to search. Truck 1 driver knows that he should VES and where he should go VES. And nobody's playing Mother May I. Nobody is waiting to be told what to do. Nobody's really even asking what to do. And it's not freelancing because that is all part of our policy. That is all part of a very organized, trained on, rehearsed, orchestra. right? And the objective there is to storm the castle, like ants on a log, to storm the castle and get the lines in place and get the searches done, right? That's an example of what this looks like to us, is that we have highly trained members, we have well-developed plans, we're ready for the offensive fire with people trapped and a mayday. That is our primary plan, and we will talk about that a lot. But our guys are ready to go to that right now. Everybody knows exactly what to do. We're going to stay in the span of control. We're not micromanaging. The incident commander knows where everybody is. We have controlled radio traffic, and what our objective is to stop the fire where we find it and save any savable lives. And the best thing that we can do to do both of those things is deploy quickly. But we also have to deploy in a methodical and controlled manner. And that's kind of what we're talking about here. And so, you know, what is aggressive command? In our mind, it is these 10 things. It is that we are doing these 10 things on every fire. And if you're not doing these 10 things on the fire, you can call yourself whatever you want to on the radio. But if you're not doing these things on the fire, you're not in command. You're just the guy talking on the radio. You get what I'm saying? I can call myself an astronaut. Unless I go to the moon, I'm just playing pretend. And you can call yourself command if you want, but unless you're doing these things, you're just playing pretend, right?